This summer solstice brings the launch of Synchronicity University. So excited about finally presenting you guys with a free, online, fully accessible data bank of astrology classes. You can watch lessons right now at synchronicityuniversity.com and of course my YouTube channel, nadiyashah.com. Hello, fabulous Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of July 2015, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month is such an important month in love for you. Next month will be important as well. I'll be here to talk about it then. But this month really is about looking at where you are and accepting it. That is huge. You can't actually make changes until you first look at where you are, why you are there, and finding a deep level of acceptance in the wisdom of exactly where you are right now. Because there is some wisdom playing out there, and it is, wherever you are right now in love, a part of the grander move that you have, moving your life towards greater love and greater wisdom. So we have got, in the late part of the month, Venus standing still in the sky and beginning to go backwards in your opposite sign. So I've been talking about this as we've been going along week to week. I've been talking about this in the year ahead for Love Horoscope. I've been talking about this last month as well. It really is that important. So we've got this Venus retrograde beginning in the late part of this month, meaning that Venus will be at her most passionate and at her most potent as well. So her energy is really going to be heightened, and all of us in some way will be wearing hearts on sleeves, and you especially, your desire for love, your willingness, your openness will especially be palatable. And as a result, it's very likely that you will be having experiences of heart this month. What we also have happening as we end the month is a full moon in your sign. Now, full moons in your sign bring matters to the heart up for your awareness in a way that is undeniable. And this full moon is opposite Mercury, which means that it is speaking with Mercury. You are speaking with somebody, and as a result, you are becoming aware of some truths, some feelings that you've been having for a long time, but haven't wanted to admit to yourself. So now here it comes. All these emotions, all these feelings are coming up, and once they do, things must change if you are going to move towards that greater love that you know that you deserve. But Venus is retrograde. And so what that means is decisions you make now may not last, okay? People you meet now may not be exactly what you are perceiving in the fullness of time. However, that might actually work to your advantage, okay? Because it depends what's happening in your individual chart as well, but it could actually work to your advantage not to have things be exactly as you're expecting. And decisions made under a Mercury retrograde tend to be reconsidered and tend not to last in the fullness of time as well. So even though we've got you having these realizations, we still got you sort of in a climate that's saying, okay, sure, go ahead, make a choice, but then not long after, you will be rethinking it. You will want to go back. You will want to reconsider. So allow yourself the space to do that, because you're in the midst of some powerful learning that is about understanding, particularly romantic love, that much more, what it is in your life, what place it's going to have in your life, and how to have a higher quality and a higher consciousness in your experience of love as well. So those of you in an established bond, I mean, I think that this is just, it's just so obvious. Like, you've known for a while, you've been feeling it for a while, the truth of your dynamic, the truth of the relationship. This is also true for those of you who are dating somebody, but I think more profound for those of you actually who feel you're in an established bond. You've known it for a while, but you haven't wanted to fully admit whether it's who this other person actually is, what it is you actually feel, the reality of the situation, how they may be interpreting it, how you may be interpreting it. But this is a chance now for you to get honest with yourself, to get that other perspective, to get that clarity that you need, that finally makes you go, yes, I've known it, but I didn't want to know it. This is meant to empower you. Next month, you have some brand new beginnings happening in the context of love, still under Venus retrograde, and yet it still is going to mark an important new beginning for you next month. So what changes now, what ends now, what transforms now needs to, so that you can have that brave new beginning coming up next month, but also you can participate in the unfolding of the lessons that you're in the midst of right now. Those of you open to meeting somebody new, I do think that there's going to be some type of one-on-one interaction with someone that really makes you very aware of where you are in your readiness for the type of love that you desire and why you desire what you do as well. So there's set to be a real moment of honesty where you're looking at yourself a little bit more clearly, and it likely will be through a situation that on the surface is not romantic. So it may just be friendly, or it may just be messages being exchanged. But something about that interaction allows you to to trigger some feelings that you need to understand in order to be more available to the type of love that you desire. Regardless of how it is that the universe brings about the lesson for you, ultimately the lesson is about honoring your intuition. And the lesson is to accept the fact that you do want love, you do want passion. It's very much on the surface. And given the omens in the sky, there will be somebody there to help you learn some of this as part of a larger, more active summer in love as well. Be willing to feel. That really is key now. Be willing to feel, and you will find yourself with undeniable signs that you are indeed moving towards a greater love than you've known before.